Hello, hello. I am going to pick up my friend Amy right now from the train station. I met her through Instagram and pretty much stalked her for a while and then slid into her DMs. So that's how we became friends. And it was about colonics. Hi, I'm here with my friend Amy. We are at Sun Vegan in Orange County. Yay! Such a cute little hole-in-the-wall, amazing Vietnamese vegan food.
Yes.
And we've already gotten our, yes, model for me. Yes, yes.
These amazing spring rolls.
The spring rolls are to die for. They're so good. So we've just put in some of our orders. She got the pho hue and I got the bom cha yao, which is a vermicelli dish. So I'll show that I'll show that to you guys in a bit. So today we're going to be talking about food and veganism and lifestyle and how our relationship with food has changed.
Yes.
So yeah, we will continue when the food comes out.
But for now,
we feast. We feast. Oh, let's cheers.
Let's cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Seriously, they have the best vegan spring rolls I've tried. It's so good. Get into that, people. Look at that. Oops. And then there's this like peanut sauce.
But it's different. It's a little different.
It is a little different. It feels
really
lighter.
like it.
And I spring rolls, if you like more like nutrition and a lot
Get into that. Look.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Alright.
And I can do chopsticks, but today I'm just not feeling it, so I'm forking my way through.
Okay.
For anyone who notices. That looks like actual beef.
I know. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, look at that.
Looks like actual beef right here, but it's vegan.
And look at all the veggies in my bowl.
Oh my
I'm not even done digging it up yet.
What in the world? Here goes nothing.
You haven't had that one before, right? So good. I love your enthusiasm when it comes to food. It's like my favorite.
It's so good.
When you think joy and food, you think Amy.
I was pointing to
Honestly, if you don't follow her or you haven't, you really need to. There's just amazing food all the time. It's like healthy food porn and just like happy life porn.
Food makes me very happy. Happy life porn.
I don't know what else to say.
Well, Jade and I are actually very similar in terms of like what we love and what we value, and I think that's why we're so synchronized, because there's so many things that we love about health and wellness and veganism and mindful eating and meditation and spirituality and being an Asian American woman, being an Asian American actress. So it was just meant to be that we met again in this lifetime, because we definitely met in our past lifetimes.
Oh yeah, the amount of things that have synced up between us, like since childhood, is insane.
It's insane.
I'm a very messy eater, so don't let that take away from the essence of the video.
Me too. I'm glad that we're both just
Slurping away.
yeah, no holding back here.
Feel free to pick up my bowl. There's like more spoons and stuff in there.
Oh, I will. I was like eyeing, oh wow.
Yes.
Well, take that one. That one? Okay, I'll try.
Just so everybody knows, who don't already know, I'm mostly vegan. I'm very plant-based, but Amy is like 100% vegan, I believe. Yeah, so it's all about your own journey, you know. Don't let people discourage you or judge you. Do what's right for you. Listen to your body.
Yeah.
Everybody has different dietary needs.
I never thought I would be vegan. I was the person who made fun of vegans.
Yeah.
My sister was vegetarian for 10 years, and
Oh, really?
Yeah, 10 years, and my whole family now, we made fun of her left and right. I was the worst out of all of us. And I was like, where are you getting your protein from? And, all that stuff. But, like Jade said, listen to your body. And I realized as I got older, my body just didn't feel right eating meat and fish and dairy. It was I had poor digestion when I was eating meat.
Me too.
Yeah, I got sick over seafood, and I love seafood, but my body wasn't right with it, and I didn't feel good eating it anymore. Same with dairy, and same with eggs. And so once I started to understand energetically what that was doing to me, I started to realize, wow, you know, I have to listen to my body and what it really wants, and I'm so glad that I found something that really works for me. But something that works for me may not work for you or for you. So whatever makes you feel happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have food in my mouth.
Me too. I have full, mama.
As someone who once in a while does eat non-vegan food, I can definitely feel it in my body, like immediately. So I try to really limit it, or like just make better choices.
What do you feel when you eat?
Oh gosh, I don't really eat red meat anymore, but once in a while, like if there's a family gathering, you know, for red meat, like, oh god, I feel it immediately, lethargic, tired, unmotivated. Lots of, you know, food is energy. So whatever that animal went through, that energy is retained in it. So sometimes I'll feel like moody, anger, sadness. I don't know. It's really weird. Like if you're really tuned in with your body, you'll start to realize why you're experiencing all these emotions when nothing's triggering it. You're just suddenly, why am I feeling so you know?
I remember I was going through a lot of like depression. I was feeling very lethargic.
Yeah, very lethargic.
I had less energy. For me, when I started to transition into plant-based lifestyle, I had so much more energy. I was able to work out a lot more. I had so much more endurance. I was, you know, performing a lot better in terms of just like running and just like cardio exercises than my friends who were eating meat.
Same.
And for me, I just always joke like it's vegan power, but you know, energetically, if you think about it, you're not letting those things weigh you down, so you feel more clear. My mindset was so much more clear.
Yeah,
and I was happier.
My digestion got unbelievably better. I was the type of person that had major issues with digestion, which also leads to other health issues, emotions, mental health, skin health. You know, like I still break out once in a while if I eat obviously red meat, or if I'm just like sugared up like crazy, or if I pick up my face, which is another story. But there's like even though I'll have some acne or whatever scarring,
it's nothing
there's like an inner glow that comes out when you eat more plant-based. It's so weird, but it's like an inner highlight. So like
it really is. And you know, your aura, the energy about you.
Yeah.
It definitely does change. I know it sounds like woo-woo and weird, but you feel it.
Yeah.
Like you feel it internally.
And I definitely don't judge anyone who's not vegan. Because like I said, it's everyone's own journey. I don't know what you're going through, what your body's going through, what you mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever, emotionally. But I think what I want to spread more is just awareness. You know, like be aware. Like I'm very aware when I'm eating meat products. Go ahead, girl. Just be really aware of what you're consuming and just be intentional with it. And it's so good. It's like a salad, but like more. Very light and refreshing, right? You know what I heard about the other day that really freaked me out?
What?
Raw meat takes 72 to 74 hours to pass through the colon. Cooked meat takes 48 to 52 hours. Cooked vegan food like veggies, cooked veggies take 24 to 28, and raw veggies take 12 to 14. So those are like roughly, I don't remember exactly. But if you think about it, if you leave meat out for that long on your counter, what happens to it? So then think about that.
What happens to it?
It rots.
Oh yeah, it rots. Yeah.
Like, you know, it starts to get gross. So think about that in your system, right? So it's like,
oh my gosh, my chopstick skills are so bad today.
I'm very proud of you for trying though.
Thank you.
So just like be aware of that, you know. Like for me, if I'm gonna eat any meat, I eat a lot of veggies. take my probiotics, get that stuff to move along fiber, try to get it out. You know,
Wow.
like I have to go the extra length to keep my body more balanced, just because I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh, and I feel it in me, so I just want to get it out.
Wow, I mean, that's so interesting because obviously I felt that way too. Now I'm going through that with wheat.
Wheat. Oh yeah.
I can't eat wheat. I mean, but I still will. It's called balance. I still love bread and stuff, and oh my gosh, I have to be prepared. I had 2 burgers 2 days in a row. I am literally going through that lethargic stage right now.
Oh, you feel that with wheat too?
Oh, it's terrible.
I believe
Oh, it's
it.
terrible. Last night I was just like in so much pain, even till this morning. But I knew, I was prepared. I was prepared to know what was gonna happen.
How did your journey or your transition to being vegan, like how was that process for you?
Yeah, I think I would be vegan for 2 years officially in July. So it's almost 2 years now. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I think 4 to 5 years ago is when I started to kind of be interested in veganism, and I was like, what is that? Because freshman year of college, you drink a lot and you consume foods that aren't really good for you. And that was me. I gained almost 30 pounds my freshman year of college. Yes. I was not healthy. I lost it,
So
thank
tiny
goodness.
now.
But I did. I gained a good amount of weight, and I just I didn't care about what I was consuming, and I definitely didn't understand what health and wellness was back then. But I felt terrible. And I don't know what happened, but I went across some blogs that started talking about plant-based lifestyles, and I was really interested. And during that time, it was the summer now, and I just knew I had to lose weight before I went to Korea, because I didn't want my grandparents to, And it sucks. As an Asian culture, they expect you to be a certain size.
Yeah.
We all understand that.
The comments?
The comments. Yeah, the comments they make. So I was like, I need to lose these 30 pounds before I go back to Korea. And then I got really into like plant-based baking, plant-based just like trying out different things. And I lost weight very quickly. But it wasn't really about the weight. I just felt really good. Like I felt happy in a way I didn't really feel before. And I think I was also reaching some kind of like inner self-love and confidence, and it was a really interesting time for me. I was not fully vegan then, no. I stopped eating meat for about a good 5-6 months, and then things happen and you eat out and whatnot, but on my own time I realized like I didn't love it anymore. I didn't love the taste anymore. And then eventually, like 2017, I did like a whole Asia trip, and Japan was one of them. In Japan, sushi is really big. I didn't want to eat sushi.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pretty much vegan the whole time until the last day when I went to a very famous sushi restaurant, and everything inside of me, I remember looking at the plate and I was like, I don't want to eat that.
Wow.
I don't want to eat that. But I did, and then I got a stomach virus.
Oh my gosh.
So that's when I was like, all right, I'm cutting off all fish from now on. My body is really telling me it doesn't want it.
Yeah.
And then I went to Thailand next, so luckily I was able to just be vegan, because Thai food is very easily vegan.
Yeah.
And my sister Sora and I were like, all right, that's it. We're gonna be vegan. We're ready. Yeah.
Wow. That's
So
crazy.
we took our time.
Yeah.
I mean, she was vegetarian for 10 years, but I took my time with it. I said no to dairy because I didn't feel good. And the last thing I finally gave up was honey. I know there's some people do eat honey, some people don't. I just realized like I can just do maple syrup or agave. It's not really a big deal. But if I do eat honey once in a while, I'm not going to be like mad at myself either.
Yeah. It's definitely a process, and like I love that gardener right now. The gardener, like it's definitely a process, and it's almost like a spiritual journey. At least for me. So I started with going meatless once a week because I was kind of getting bored, of like trying to be healthier and just eating chicken and salmon all the time. So I got kind of bored. So I was like, what can I do that's vegan? Because when you first go vegan, you're like, what do you eat? Like grass? Like, and water? Your cow? And then I'm such a huge researcher, like huge. I'm the type of friend that will look through 30 pages of reviews and tell you if the product is worth it or not.
It's true,
and then experiment it and then tell you if it's worth it or not. That's the type of person I am. So if you ask me for advice on anything, expect like kind of an essay. But anyways, sidetracked. So I started researching vegan recipes, and then I was like, oh, whoa, there's a good amount out there. Then I found some vegan Instagram cooks, or like people who do like cookbooks and things like that. Like Minimalist Baker is a great one. I love her. If you are a busy person or a lazy person, or you want to say like you just want to keep it very minimal in the kitchen, she's amazing. That's where I started, honestly, with her recipes and just experimenting with that. So I started doing once a week, and then I was like, I felt really good on those days. And being a Buddhist, there's every full moon and new moon, we have to be vegan as a collective to help save some animals. And then Chinese New Year, you're vegan too. So
oh wow, I didn't know that.
Growing up, I was kind of already introduced to having no meat or basically being vegan once in a while. I was already used to that, once or twice a month. Yeah. And then I just started doing every week. Sometimes one of those Buddhist events would happen on the same day as same week as another day that had like vegan meals. So then I was like, oh, I can do 2 days a week. And then it became 3 days a week. And then it just kind of progressed. And then I was like, you know what? 5 days a week, weekends, no limit. Like, eat whatever you want. What I found was that the weekends, I felt so crappy. So crappy. You'd be on the toilet a little longer. Or you wouldn't even go to the toilet. Okay. Digestion problems.
Because it's so, like, cramped.
Cramped in there. I would feel so crappy compared to the rest of the week that I was like, oh, something's wrong, And so I started cutting out little things on the weekend, like no dairy, no so like things like that. And now I still am pretty flexible with it. Then now it's kind of like I'm basically vegan except for certain occasions.
When you started experimenting with different recipes, like how did that happen? Because she makes the most amazing things. Like I don't know how you do it. It's insane.
Well, that was another journey.
Yeah,
so,
you're a really good chef.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are. It's insane.
I used to not know how to cook, but it started with, this is when I was not vegan. So I told my mom that I wanted to move out with my boyfriend. So typical Asian mom was like, what do you mean you want to move out? Like, you can't even cook for yourself. You don't even know how to cook. You think you want to move out? And I was like, and I'm very competitive. So I'm like, is that a challenge? I was like, I can cook. I can totally cook. And so my boyfriend was going to college at that time, and I was working. And so I started packing his lunches. Wow. I would just eat like at home or pack my own lunch, but it was for both of us to save money too. Yeah, that was a big one. So I kid you not, I would make the same 2 recipes every week. I think it started with 1 recipe every week, and then it was 2. And so, poor guy, I love him to death because he just like ate it all the time.
It was the same thing every day.
It was like the same thing. Poor guy.
That's amazing.
But then I challenged myself with add a new recipe or try a new recipe every week. Just one recipe every week. Wow. Whether it was like a main meal or like a drink or a side dish, anything. And then I just kept adding once a week, trying a new recipe, and all of a sudden I knew how to make different things, and now I have like kind of a menu. And then I was like, oh, what do you feel like eating next week? I can make this, and then we would choose, right? So that became so, and then from there I started eating more whole foods, like the Whole 30, like, and then I went paleo a little bit, and then I went pescatarian, and then vegan. That became a new journey because now I knew how to kind of cook, but now I'm like, okay, now how do I make vegan food, because I'm so used to chicken, salmon, turkey, But what I realized is that being vegan now is easier than ever.
It's so easy.
It's like way easy now compared to before, you know?
It was difficult before, I'll give you that. It was. It really, we had limited options.
And this was just recent too. All these like new things. You have like vegan meats, you have beans. Being a fitness person, I wanted to make sure I got enough protein. So there's always protein powders and protein shakes. There's like a vegan alternative for everything.
Yes,
you know,
vegan cheeses are amazing.
They're amazing. Anything that's ground meat, you can just crumble tofu. Tempeh is really great for fish replacement.
Yeah, very great. Mushrooms
too.
Good for so many things.
Yeah,
it's insane.
And it has a meaty texture. Jackfruit is like pulled meat. Like what? And like I know you can't believe it until you really try it. And if you're too scared to try it, go to a place that has it and try it there, because obviously they have experience. And then there's tofu, there's beans. So every week I get a little bit of like tofu, a little bit of like chickpeas or black beans.
Yeah.
So I just mix it up. Pasta, there's pasta made out of beans now, so
pasta
you can get
made of quinoa too.
Yeah. And like you want more protein, you can get edamame spaghetti, you can get red lentil spaghetti, you can get like there's so many things, and it's like so packed with protein.
Yeah.
And it tastes like it's like flavorless. You just flavor it however you want.
Yeah.
What really has been working very well for me and my boyfriend is that taking regular recipes, like regular non-vegan recipes, and then substituting it. There's vegan fish sauce, there's vegan oyster sauce, there's like a vegan replacement for basically everything. And so you just have to figure out where to get it, how to find it. Asian markets are great, Whole Foods great. If you're an Amazon Prime member, it's even better.
Amazon Prime definitely has a lot.
Yeah, and so and that to me that's been working the best. There's soy curls. If you don't know what that is, I made a video about it, I think in my January haul. And there's basically just whole soybeans that have been dehydrated. You rehydrate for 10 to 15 minutes, marinate it, and it tastes like chicken strips. You can marinate you can put it in tacos. Yeah, you can saute with it. I use it so many times. It's like beef strips or chicken strips.
I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, just so many different things out there now.
There really is. And I do have to say, Jade and I are very lucky because we do live in California, and California does offer so many more options than per se Kentucky. I don't know. So I do definitely understand that. I had a friend from New Jersey saying it's really, really hard to find vegan options, especially in restaurants. So she has to cook her own. But going out and trying new things, it's definitely not as easier there. But I do think that because we are continuing on this path of plant-based lifestyles, it's become so much more prevalent in many cities, many areas, because people are starting to realize that this is something that people want more of. And if people want more of something, you're gonna get it. So if you live in an area that has not yet been as progressive in the plant-based lifestyle mindset as per se California or Portland, it will get there, definitely, because that's just what will happen. Right now it's a trend, but eventually it's going to be another lifestyle.
And it's really about supply and demand, you know?
Yeah,
like you can make huge changes by emailing, calling your local stores or whatever.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
There's so much more supply now.
Yes.
And it's more accessible, whether it's ordering online for products and cooking at home, or going to a restaurant and asking for substitutions.
It's true.
You know, or like there's tofu substitutions usually, or just eating beans and things like that.
You know, it's really interesting. I think it's also come to a point where many people, they tell me, I can't handle dairy anymore, or I can't handle meat anymore. My stomach does not do well. And I think that's a great thing because you're starting to listen to your body more. And also, I hate to say it, but a lot of these industries, the dairy and the meat industries, they inject a lot of chemicals and hormones and things that should not be in your body at all. So these natural reactions you're having,
very normal.
Yeah, they're it's a good thing because your body is alerting you that there's all these harmful chemicals and hormones in your bloodstream, and your body does not like it. So I feel as though as I grew older, as I became more in tune with my system, a lot of people did too. And we're becoming more sensitive to these things. And I'm so glad that we're being more aware and that these alternatives are possible and that they're here and that we can still enjoy the same things that taste good, but in a healthier way.
Definitely. There's so many people that I've met that are older who are going through diseases or illness that stems from diet. You know, like they can't have red meat anymore because there's a flare-up, or they can't have certain things. And it's like, gosh, if you know, like you think about how this stuff affects your body, and it's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and you know, I hate to say it, but these diseases and like heart disease, high cholesterol, it wasn't like that even just a couple decades ago. It's accumulated so much now. And it's really interesting. A lot of hospitals are actually telling their patients to go plant-based.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true. But like I said, it's, you know, we're not here to judge or anything. It's just kind of like bringing awareness.
Just observations.
Yeah. And it makes you more in tune with your body. And I found that the more vegan food I ate, the more I had no care for regular meat. Like sometimes I eat it just because I have to, not because I really want to.
I'm so proud of you for just being so mindful of like what you're doing. And
thank you.
And you know, I have so many friends who aren't plant-based, and am I judging them? No.
We can still go out and have fun.
Yeah, of course.
Still be friends.
Of course. And it's just like everybody has their own journeys. Like I said, I never thought that I was going to be vegan.
Oh, me neither in a million years.
Never.
I love sushi so much.
Yeah, oh my gosh, all the sushi I ate growing up, but I still do enjoy sushi. I still do eat all that. It's just it's just a little bit altered, but it's still, I still have the same joy. I can still eat burgers. I can still eat macaroni and cheese. I can still eat everything that everybody else eats, just in a less animal,
cruel way.
I guess so. Yeah, I hate to say that, but
a more environmentally friendly way.
Yeah, a very environmentally friendly way.
I do want to add that a lot of people think being vegan is expensive, and I will say that it saved me much more money.
Much more
money. Because greens, you get so much greens for so little, but a pound of meat is like $5-10.
Oh, even more sometimes.
Or more sometimes, yeah.
Tofu is like what, $2-4?
Yeah.
What do you want to end with?
Just being open to trying, you know, like more plant-based things, whether it's in your own home or a restaurant or a drink. You know, try that soy cream or try that soy milk. Try no cheese. You know, just a little something you can do for yourself and the environment. You know, there's no harm in it. If you don't like it, you don't ever have to do it again. But just be open to it. You know, and just be mindful of what you're consuming and what you're doing.
Absolutely. You were just talking about environment, and something clicked in my head. People are gonna be like, "What do you mean environment? Why is veganism good for the environment?"
Oh,
I think this is a good thing to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens in the environment because of breeding animals for consumption.
For example, factory farming produces much more methane than just like cars, and I forget the statistics, but
it's crazy.
It's insane. And
or the runoff water.
It's like gallons. Was it like 40 gallons of water to just 1 pound of beef? Something crazy like that. We'll find out the statistics, but it's atrocious how much water goes into just 1 pound of beef.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But even if you haven't gotten to the point of thinking about the environment, you can be selfish and think about yourself and your body.
Yeah.
And food can really affect you in a mental, emotional, spiritual way.
Yeah.
So just trying things here and there, you know, just try.
Just try.
Yeah, just try. We're not perfect. We're all humans. We mess up, and that's okay.
Exactly.
You know, that's okay. But
It's all balance.
every choice you make makes a difference. There's a ripple effect, you know?
It really is, and a little really does go a long way.
Oh, yeah.
It really, really does.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. Thank you to my friend Amy
Absolutely.
for joining me today, and I
Thank you
can't
so much.
wait to explore more food with you.
And I'm so elated because I've learned so much from Jade. It's insane. She posts, yes, consistently so many things. It's not even just about food, it's just lifestyle and how you feel. It goes also from like different kind of products that she's really, really passionate about that are vegan and that do work. And it's just such a wonderful way to like look at someone and be like, wow, I love their lifestyle. I am honestly learning from that lifestyle.
Oh, I can say the same about you. Like, I've been learning so much with you and your journey with eco-friendliness.
Zero waste.
Zero waste. That's the
Lifestyle,
word.
yeah.
So, please give Amy a follow. I'll have all her
Thank you.
information in the details. If you're into being a positive, happy person, or you just need some light in your life. She gives so many great tips about how to be better with the environment and for your body and just mental health and things like that. So yeah, we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
Bye.